Have you ever considered the phrase taking a crap? Or is that just an Aussie thing to take a crap? Or perhaps it means to get rid of all the crap out of your body. I'm Danny Crouch. G'day, g'day, g'day. And today is Monday, my purpose day, where I focus on how to be more social. And I reflect on yesterday, which was share freely. And I'm going to share with you what went oh so wrong, but oh so right. I get up pretty early in the morning. I create these short 1-minute videos. And what I've realized is my times have shifted, my circadian rhythm. I've been learning about this and watching this. Very, very interesting stuff. And what I also want to talk about today is changing your algorithm, whether it's on this platform or your algorithm of life, because I'm loving changing mine. You'll have to listen to the longer version to be more social today.
Do you feel like there's never enough time in the day? Are you struggling to switch off from work, the internet, and social media? It's time to reconnect with family, friends, colleagues, and most importantly, yourself. Join the Be More Social Daily Challenge. Just 10 minutes a day to recharge, gain more energy, and enjoy what matters most. Let's begin.
Well, wasn't that cool? The new voice. Did you notice? Oh, for those of you who have just joined or this is the first time listening, we have an intro with what you just listened to, and we found a new voiceover guy. Really, really cool. I'm pretty happy with it. Where were we? The points of reflection and the intention of today is Monday, the 17th of March, 2025. What are we talking about? Today is clarifying purpose. When I do my challenge, so this is my challenge, and the challenge is clarifying purpose. When I clarify my purpose is to be more social. I think this page, if you're looking at it here, is be more social today. So whether you're focusing on be more social or be more social today, they both work. If we look at reflecting, okay, Sunday was share freely. Boy, did things go pear-shaped. And of course, as I mentioned, at the end of the day, I get tired. So when I do my check-in, I sort of looked on the day and there were so many crosses against what I wanted to achieve, whether I was going to get through my intentions, and felt like I hadn't really achieved much. As I do, I sleep on it. And when I wake in the morning full of energy with a bit more time under my belt, I've thought about it and processed and realized, wow, it was pretty special. So what I thought wasn't right was actually spot on. Share Freely is about sharing time with Pippi and my wife, Nick, and as many friends as possible. Did I do that? I set out to spend time with a friend of mine and go to the beach. It didn't happen. I got caught up playing around with the video of the day, and I was tinkering with different things and trying new things and trying to learn my craft. But why wasn't I spending time with Pip? Well, I did. I took her for a walk. She was sitting beside me, sleeping or napping or just wanting a cuddle. Nick was working. She's a school teacher. And for those of you that say that school teachers don't work hard, she put in probably close to 20 hours of marking over the weekend. I'll let you be the judge of that. We didn't get enough time to share as we did last week, where we spent pretty much the whole day together with brunch. We watched Ophelia. We had a great discussion about the differences between Hamlet and Shakespeare's Hamlet and Ophelia and the different perspectives. It was a pretty special day. We did manage, however, yesterday to go for a walk, and that was great. We got some great footage for Pippi Energy. So it used to be Pippi Power. We spoke during the week last week about the difference between power and energy. Sometimes they get mixed up because we look at electricity bills and some people call them an energy bill. Some people call them a power bill. And I referred to, well, what are politicians after? They're after power. Certain people are after power in their life. I prefer energy. I prefer time. But what do politicians do? They charge us for electricity. They charge us for energy. So what do we need to do to be able to pay for that energy? We need to work harder. We need to spend more of our valuable time at work so we can make enough money to buy this energy. Well, I believe, because I am going through this challenge every day, I'm finding more time and I'm finding more energy. And it's saving me money too. See if you can understand this one. Instead of staying up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, watching TV, being on socials, being on the internet, I actually go to bed a lot earlier. I don't need that electricity. I don't need that high power bill. I'm going to bed earlier because I'm getting up earlier. When the sun comes up, and lo and behold, we don't need electricity. We do need energy, but we get more energy from the sun when the sun rises. Now that takes me to my second point. When I look about my purpose and how I'm focusing on the mission to be more social. My sleep patterns or my circadian rhythm has been off tilt. Now, instead of going to bed at midnight, 1 o'clock, I'm going to bed around 8:30. Last night, I woke up around 11:30, roughly 3 hours later. Couldn't get back to sleep, jumped on the couch out on the balcony, turned the light on and started reading a book. If you're interested, it's this one here, The Making of Men by Dr. Arne Rubinstein. I hope I get that right. I just absolutely moved by this book. It's about helping young teenage boys become men. I actually shed a tear. I'm not a parent, I'm a grandparent. What I was reading it from the perspective of a son and how I responded to how my father raised me. And he's long gone now, it's been 26 years. And that's why I was shedding a tear, that I didn't spend enough time with my dad. I was too busy caught up in my mind. I was too busy being argumentative through those formative and development years, being a typical teenage boy. I didn't have the growth. I didn't have the experience to know how to manage my emotions, and it came out in a rebellious form. And let me tell you, it's getting worse and worse every day. And it's possibly because of this stuff, social media and the internet, and the need for us to disconnect. We shouldn't be blaming our teenagers. We shouldn't be blaming our kids. It starts with us. We need to teach them to be more social. There's a really serious message there. It means sitting down next to them and having a conversation. What I took from this and what I shed a tear so much for was I saw my dad leave for work at 6 in the morning and come home at 7 and 8 o'clock at night. And when I reflected on that last night, I realized I said to myself at some stage when I was about 15 or 16, I do not want to work like my father. I wish he was around more to be with me and my brother and sister. I'm definitely not going to be as successful as him. I chose not to be successful. Funnily enough, the first business I started, it was in debt recovery. I went in there with the intention of helping people to pay their bills. I had to repossess cars, but I gave them every chance to pay it. And at the end of the process, they would say, Danny, thank you so much for your help, but we just can't afford it. Please take it. So I started that business, and lo and behold, I was engaged to be married, and I started working at 6:30 in the morning and getting home at 10 and 11 o'clock at night. So that cycle just started going again. And within a matter of months, the engagement fell over. That told a lot to me, and it even impacted me more. And while I had that business, my father passed. And I don't believe I've had any form of successful business to a level that I'm respecting. So I've moved away from business and I'm working and focusing more on how to be more social. Does that make sense? This is my purpose. This is my why. That's my intention for the day. How can I be more social? I've already done it this morning. Pip and I went for a walk for about an hour and we met some magical people and we stopped and we spoke to them. For the last 2 years, I would go for a walk and I would find the most secluded places so I didn't have to face anyone. I didn't have to talk to anyone. I'm now making an effort to be more social. You interested? Because the next point I want to make is what you've probably heard of on apps like this, the algorithm. How do you change your algorithm? Now, in this instance, I'm talking about the algorithm of social media. But why not look at it from the perspective of the algorithm of your life? You can shift it today just by saying, "G'day, how you going?" to one person. You interested? Do you want to be more social? Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. All the best.
Thanks for listening as we take on the Be More Social challenge. Join Danny Crouch tomorrow as he shares his journey and we hope you'll join in too. Drop a comment below. Tell us how it's going, ask questions, and share your insights. Find more details in the description or at chooseyourchapter.com.au. Let's make time, boost energy, and aim to be more social today.